Scorpio is one of the most mysterious and powerful signs of the zodiac, yet not every Scorpio expresses this energy in the same way. The exact day you are born within the Scorpio season can completely transform the way your strength, passion, and destiny unfold. Some Scorpios carry an irresistible magnetism that draws people in without effort. Others are natural survivors who rise stronger from every setback, embodying the legendary phoenix that defines the sign. And some are destined to command respect and authority, leaving a mark that others can never forget. As a fixed water sign, Scorpio is ruled by both Pluto, the planet of transformation, and Mars, the planet of courage and drive. This unique combination makes Scorpios deeply intense, fearless in the face of challenges, and capable of turning pain into power. But depending on whether you were born near the cusp of Libra, in the heart of Scorpio season, or close to Sagittarius, your energy takes on different layers. From charm and diplomacy, to raw intensity, to adventurous expansion. In this journey, we will reveal the ranking of the most powerful Scorpio birth dates and the rare cusp energies that make certain Scorpios truly unforgettable. Scorpio energy is never simple. On the surface, this sign is known for passion, intensity, and mystery, but beneath that lies a wide spectrum of hidden layers that depend heavily on the exact day of birth. No two Scorpios are identical, and the subtle shifts across the season create personalities that can feel worlds apart. Those born at the very beginning of Scorpio, near the Libra cusp, carry an unusual duality. They inherit charm, grace, and diplomacy from Libra while blending it with Scorpio's depth and magnetism. This gives them a strategic elegance. They know how to read a room, when to speak, and when silence is more powerful. They are social yet enigmatic, capable of drawing people in without revealing their true core. Mid-season Scorpios, born in the first weeks of November, represent the purest expression of the sign. Here, Pluto's influence is strongest, gifting them an unmatched capacity for transformation, healing, and emotional power. These are the Scorpios most likely to embody the archetype of the phoenix, falling, burning, and rising stronger every time. They carry immense loyalty, but also the potential for possessiveness and obsession if their energy is not channeled wisely. As Scorpio season draws toward Sagittarius, late Scorpios carry additional fire. Mars and Jupiter's expansive energy bring boldness, curiosity, and a thirst for adventure. These Scorpios are not content with only inner depth. They want to conquer, to explore, to push boundaries. They combine the emotional intensity of water with the restless drive of fire, making them visionaries and risk-takers. Understanding these layers is crucial, because each group of Scorpios expresses power differently. Whether through charm, transformation, or bold ambition, the essence of Scorpio is never diluted. It only changes form. Waiting to be discovered. Third place, early Scorpio, October 23rd, 30. Those born between October 23 and October 30th represent the dawn of Scorpio season. Positioned right after Libra, they inherit a fascinating mix of qualities that makes them unlike any other part of the sign. On the one hand, they are true Scorpios, intense, deep, and magnetically powerful. On the other, they carry Libra's grace, charm, and diplomatic instincts. This blend creates a personality that is both captivating and strategic, able to win battles without ever raising their voice. Early Scorpios have a natural aura of mystery. People are drawn to them instinctively, often without understanding why. They are skilled observers, reading people with incredible accuracy and sensing the hidden motives beneath every action. This ability allows them to navigate complex situations with precision. While other Scorpios might rely on sheer intensity, early Scorpios often achieve their goals through persuasion, subtle influence, and carefully chosen words. They are the chess players of the Zodiac, always thinking 3 moves ahead. Their greatest strength lies in their balance of charm and depth. They can be social, approachable, and even playful on the surface, yet beneath this lies the unmistakable Scorpio intensity. This dual nature makes them extremely effective in careers that require strategy, leadership or negotiation, law, politics, business, or even the arts, where emotional intelligence matters as much as skill. But with great power comes a shadow. Early Scorpios sometimes wrestle with inner conflict between their Libra-inspired diplomacy and their Scorpio desire for control. They may feel torn between wanting to maintain harmony and needing to assert dominance. If unbalanced, this can manifest as manipulation, passive aggressiveness, or hidden resentments. Their charm can become a mask, hiding feelings of jealousy or insecurity they struggle to express directly. In relationships, they are magnetic partners. They captivate others with their charisma, but also challenge them with emotional depth. They want connection that is both harmonious and transformative, and they rarely settle for superficial bonds. However, their need for control can surface here too, creating intensity that partners may find overwhelming unless they are equally strong. Spiritually, early Scorpios embody the archetype of the hidden strategist. They teach us that true power does not always roar. It often whispers, persuades, and transforms quietly. When they integrate their Libra grace with Scorpio depth, they become masters of balance, wielding influence in ways that are nearly invisible but profoundly effective. If you were born between October 23rd and 30, your gift is your ability to weave charm and strategy into power. You are not just mysterious, you are unforgettable, because you combine diplomacy with the intensity that defines Scorpio itself. Second place, mid-Scorpio. October 31st, November 7th. Those born between October 31 and November 7th represent the purest expression of Scorpio energy. Positioned in the heart of the season, they are untouched by the influences of Libra or Sagittarius, embodying Scorpio in its raw, unfiltered form. When people imagine the intensity, mystery, and magnetic power of Scorpio, they are often describing this group. Mid-Scorpios carry the strongest influence of Pluto, the planet of transformation, and Mars, the planet of courage. This gives them an almost supernatural capacity to reinvent themselves, to rise after failure, and to turn pain into strength. They are the living phoenixes of the Zodiac. Each setback only fuels their evolution. Each ending is the seed of a new beginning. This resilience makes them both feared and admired. Others may collapse under pressure, but mid-Scorpios thrive in it, using hardship as fuel for their rebirth. Their presence is magnetic. People feel drawn to them without explanation, captivated by their depth and intensity. They have an uncanny ability to see through others, often recognizing truths people hide even from themselves. This emotional X-ray vision makes them powerful healers, counselors, or guides, but also dangerous opponents. They do not simply read people. They penetrate to the very core of their being. In love, they are the most intense of Scorpios. They crave total commitment, soul-level bonds, and emotional fusion. Casual relationships rarely satisfy them. They want devotion, loyalty, and passion that burns endlessly. But this intensity can also become their shadow. If unbalanced, it manifests as jealousy, possessiveness, or obsession. They can hold grudges fiercely, and betrayal is something they almost never forget. Their love is all or nothing, transformative for those who can handle it, overwhelming for those who cannot. In careers, they excel in fields that require depth, investigation, or transformation. Psychology, medicine, research, law enforcement, or even art can be powerful outlets for their energy. Whatever path they choose, they go all in, refusing to settle for mediocrity. Their work carries an unmistakable signature of intensity and purpose. The shadow of this group lies in their extremes. Their emotions run deep, and if they cannot master their inner storms, they may self-destruct or sabotage relationships. Their challenge is to embrace their power without letting it consume them, to channel their passion into creation rather than control. Spiritually, mid-Scorpios are the alchemists of the zodiac. They embody the essence of transformation, teaching the world that endings are not losses, but opportunities for rebirth. They remind us that true power comes from embracing the darkness, surviving it, and emerging stronger than before. If you were born between October 31st and November 7th, you are the heart of Scorpio energy. Your gift is intensity, transformation, and loyalty that runs to the soul. You are not just a Scorpio, you are Scorpio in its truest form. Middle group, November 8th to November 14th. Those born between November 8th and November 14th carry the essence of Scorpio in its most constructive and visionary form. While early Scorpios are strategists and mid-Scorpios embody pure intensity. This group represents resilience, endurance, and the ability to build something lasting from the ashes of destruction. They are often described as the phoenix builders of the zodiac, capable not only of rising after collapse, but of constructing legacies that endure long after their time. Astrologically, this part of Scorpio season is strongly influenced by Saturn, the planet of responsibility and discipline. Saturn's presence merges with Scorpio's natural depth to create individuals who are serious, ambitious, and incredibly determined. Unlike the impulsive passion of early Scorpios or the raw emotional extremes of mid-Scorpios, this group channels their energy with focus. They do not simply burn with intensity. They use their intensity to build, to transform, and to create systems of power that last. From an early age, they tend to show maturity beyond their years. They often feel a sense of responsibility, not only for themselves, but also for their families or communities. People naturally rely on them because they radiate strength, consistency, and trustworthiness. This makes them natural leaders, not necessarily through charm, but through the respect they command by always delivering, always enduring, always pushing forward. In careers, they thrive where resilience and long-term vision are required. They may excel in politics, business, or any field that demands both emotional intelligence and strategic patience. They are not afraid of hard work or slow progress. In fact, they prefer it because they know that anything built quickly can just as quickly collapse. For them, true success is not temporary. It must be permanent, unshakable, and undeniable. In relationships, these Scorpios are steady and protective partners. They may not burn as wildly as mid-Scorpios, but their love is reliable, secure, and enduring. They are fiercely loyal and expect the same in return. Their shadow side emerges when their ambition becomes obsession. If they feel insecure, they may cling too tightly to control, becoming possessive not only of people, but of situations and outcomes. Their fear of instability can make them rigid, and when this happens, they risk suffocating the very people they want to protect. Yet when their energy is balanced, this group represents some of the most admirable qualities of Scorpio. They embody persistence that refuses to give up, loyalty that does not break, and ambition that can shape entire communities. They know how to transform pain into discipline and how to turn challenges into stepping stones. Spiritually, they symbolize the enduring strength of the phoenix after its rebirth. While others may rise and fall with cycles of passion, this group rises and stays standing, creating foundations others can lean on. They remind us that true power is not only about intensity, it is about resilience, about building something that time itself cannot destroy. If you were born between November 8th and November 14th, your gift is persistence. You are the guardian of endurance, the one who turns storms into stepping stones. Your destiny is not just to survive transformation, but to master it. And in doing so, you leave behind a legacy that will outlive you. Top tier, November 15th to November 20th. At the height of Scorpio season, those born between November 15th and November 20th are often considered the most powerful and divinely blessed Scorpios of all. They embody not only the raw intensity of mid-Scorpios and the resilience of the mid-November builders, but also an elevated wisdom and authority that sets them apart. These Scorpios do not simply live life, they dominate it. They are the commanders, the visionaries, and the ultimate survivors who carry an aura of power wherever they go. Astrologically, this period is charged with the combined influence of both Mars and Pluto. Mars, the ancient ruler of Scorpio, fuels their drive, courage, and ambition. Pluto, the modern ruler, deepens their transformative power, giving them the ability to rise from endings with even greater force. The result is a Scorpio who is not only fearless but unstoppable. Where others hesitate, they act. Where others give up, they push forward with intensity that inspires awe and sometimes even fear. These Scorpios often seem destined for leadership. Whether in careers, communities, or families, they naturally rise to positions of authority. People look to them for guidance because they radiate confidence and unshakable determination. They carry themselves with dignity and demand respect without needing to raise their voices. Their presence alone is enough to influence others. In love, they are profound, passionate, and fiercely loyal partners. They do not enter relationships lightly, but once committed, they give their all. They seek deep emotional and spiritual connection, not surface-level romance. To be loved by a Scorpio, born in this period, is to experience devotion that borders on sacred. Yet their intensity can also overwhelm. They want honesty and loyalty above all else, and betrayal is something they will never forgive. Their love is powerful enough to transform their partner, but it also demands courage and strength to match. The shadow side of these Scorpios is their intensity itself. Because they operate on such a high level of passion and ambition, they can intimidate or exhaust those around them. If their desire for control turns destructive, they risk becoming too dominant, leaving little room for compromise. Their challenge is to temper power with compassion and to use their strength not only for themselves, but also for the benefit of others. Spiritually, they represent the supreme phoenix. They are not only reborn after challenges, they rise to a higher level each time, carrying wisdom from every experience. They embody Scorpio's ultimate lesson, that transformation is not about losing, but about becoming something greater. Their presence in the world is like a storm, powerful, undeniable, and unforgettable. If you were born between November 15th and November 20th, you are the pinnacle of Scorpio energy. Your gift is supreme strength, the ability to transform endlessly, and the authority to lead others through darkness into light. You are not just a Scorpio. You are the embodiment of Scorpio's divine blessing, destined to leave a legacy of power, resilience, and transformation. Bonus, Scorpio cusps. Scorpios born on the cusps, at the very beginning or very end of the sign, carry a unique hybrid energy that makes them both fascinating and difficult to define. They embody qualities of two zodiac signs at once, which gives them an edge that pure Scorpios do not always possess. Libra-Scorpio. Cusp, October 23rd, 24. The cusp of drama and criticism. Those born at the start of Scorpio season live in the delicate balance between Libras, charm and Scorpio's intensity. From Libra, they inherit grace, diplomacy, and an eye for beauty. From Scorpio, they receive emotional depth, intuition, and passion. This creates a personality that is both magnetic and sharp. They know how to use words with precision, how to charm and disarm, and how to expose truths that others try to hide. At their best, they are natural leaders who balance fairness with intensity. At their worst, they can become overly critical, using their sharp insight to wound rather than heal. But their true gift lies in their ability to blend Libra's light with Scorpio's depth, making them captivating and unforgettable. Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp, November 21st. The cusp of revolution. Those born at the end of Scorpio season stand on the edge of transformation and adventure. They combine Scorpio's determination and emotional power with Sagittarius's curiosity, optimism, and love for freedom. This cusp creates fearless individuals who are not content to stay still. They crave exploration, whether of the world, the mind, or the soul. They are passionate seekers of truth, driven by both intensity and a desire for expansion. Their energy can feel revolutionary, pushing boundaries, questioning norms, and inspiring others to break free from limitations. At their best, they are visionaries who transform not only themselves, but also the world around them. At their worst, they may struggle with restlessness, torn between depth and freedom. Yet it is precisely this duality that makes them so dynamic and extraordinary, the power of the cusps. Being born on a cusp is a rare blessing. These Scorpios cannot be placed in a single category because they carry two worlds within them. They are both balance and intensity, both depth and expansion. Their gift is their ability to bridge energies, to embody contradiction, and to inspire others through their complexity. If you were born on the cusp of Scorpio, you are more than a single sign. You are a hybrid soul, destined to walk a path no one else can replicate. Now that we have explored the ranking and the cusps, the deeper meaning becomes clear. Every Scorpio is powerful, but the way that power is expressed depends heavily on the date of birth. Recognizing where you fall within the Scorpio season is not about comparing yourself to others. It is about understanding your unique energy and learning how to use it wisely. For early Scorpios, the lesson is to balance diplomacy with depth. Their gift is charm combined with intensity, but their challenge is to avoid manipulation and inner conflict. Mid-Scorpios represent the purest form of the sign. They are the Phoenixes, capable of deep transformation and passionate devotion, but they must guard against obsession and extremes. Those born in mid-November are builders of legacies, channeling resilience and discipline into lasting achievements, yet they must beware of ambition turning into control. And the late Scorpios, born between November 15th and 20th, are the supreme commanders. Their power is unmatched, their loyalty sacred, but their challenge lies in softening their intensity with compassion. For cusp Scorpios, the hybrid energy is both a gift and a test. They must embrace contradiction instead of resisting it. Libra-Scorpios are meant to fuse grace with passion, while Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp individuals must learn to balance depth with freedom. Ultimately, Scorpio energy is about transformation, facing darkness, surviving it, and emerging stronger. Every Scorpio, regardless of date, carries this gift. The key is to master the shadows, jealousy, control, and intensity that can overwhelm. When used with awareness, Scorpio power becomes a force for healing, leadership, and inspiration. Your date of birth is not just a number, it is a map of how Scorpio energy flows through you. The more you understand it, the more you can live as the highest version of yourself. We have now traveled through the full spectrum of Scorpio energy, from the enigmatic strategists born in late October to the pure intensity of the early November Scorpios, the resilient builders of mid-November, and finally the supreme commanders born between November 15th and 20. Along the way, we also uncovered the rare cusp energies, where Libra's grace or Sagittarius's adventurous fire blends with Scorpio's depth to create hybrids that are impossible to categorize. What unites all of these groups is the essence of Scorpio: transformation, resilience, and emotional intensity. Whether that intensity is expressed through charm, passion, ambition, or dominance, every Scorpio carries the gift of turning challenge into strength and darkness into light. This is why Scorpios are so unforgettable. They are not afraid to face life's shadows, and in doing so, they teach the rest of us how to rise stronger after every fall. If you are a Scorpio, this journey is a mirror of your own soul. It shows you not only your strengths, but also the challenges you must master. If you know a Scorpio, it may help you understand the mystery that surrounds them and why they impact your life so deeply. So now it's your turn. Which Scorpio group do you belong to? Write your birth date in the comments and declare your power. And remember, being a Scorpio is not just about intensity, it is about divine blessing, cosmic resilience, and the ability to transform the world around you. Never forget, Scorpio is not just powerful, it is eternal.